Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we will be taking a look at the Mini Maglite Pro LED flashlight. So stay tuned. So I hope you all had a great 4th of July. Let's not forget why we have a 4th of July. I'm sure a lot of people talked about it yesterday. I'm still celebrating. And one thing that I did is I joined the American Legion. I was like, I've been wanting to join. I've been passing the post that's close to my house here for the longest time. And finally, I'm like, you know what? What could be a better day to join the American Legion than the 4th of July? So I walked in there, and that's what I told them. And they got a good kick out of it. And then the next thing was I surprised them because I had my DD214 with me. Because one of the requirements, at least for the post here, is that a military ID retired is not good enough. You got to give them your DD214 because they want to see what years you served, so they know what parties you were invited to. So anyway, Mini Maglite, they all pretty much look the same. I'll show you a couple out of my collection because I got a lot of Mini Maglites. I've been using Mini Maglites for decades, I think. Decades is probably a true statement. And I remember at least being on when I was on the Eisenhower, I wore one. I had a nice leather pouch that I had gotten for it, and it was black, so it's similar to this one, but back then, you didn't have these high-power LEDs. You didn't, they just had those regular bulbs that, they did what they needed to do, but they weren't, like, really bright compared to what we have out today. But the thing about Mini Maglites is that they were the first that I know of, at least in a production flashlight, that had come out with something that was built to last with aircraft-grade aluminum and not thin tin or plastic. I mean, they were built to be a weapon. And I really do think that the Mini Maglites, when they first came out, or at least the Maglite that first came out, sort of like these big ones, were actually built to be a weapon first, a flashlight second. But anyway, I was walking around Walmart, no surprise there, and they had a new flashlight that caught my eye, and it was the Mini Maglite, except this wasn't the ordinary Mini Maglite that I know. It is the Pro version. What really caught my eye was that it is ultra bright, 226 lumens. That's very bright for the conventional little mini mag. So the other thing, of course, that catches my eye is, American flag, made in the USA, which I really like. And I'm glad Walmart is carrying more USA products. And before we take a closer look at this, I just want to go over a couple of things. This can be had between $20 and $25. Right now on Amazon, it's being listed as $20.95. I paid about $25 at Walmart for the convenience of getting it right away. Features of the Mini Maglite, I already had stated 226 lumen, and I'll probably blind the crap out of you right there. Other things is you can focus it by turning this, and it uses 2 AA batteries, which it comes with, thank you very much, and you just put that in the bottom here. You just basically take the batteries that it comes with, AA's, you pop them in there just like that, and then you have the cap that you just screw on. There is a rubber gasket on the cap right there. I'll show you that rubber gasket, and you just screw it. Alright, so there we go. It does have a little hole there for a small metal lanyard or something like that. But really, really nice. It's the conventional kind. So I'm going to take you in a little bit closer. I want to show you a couple of other things. I wanted to talk about what makes the Mini Mag so special. First of all, it comes in a variety of colors. These are the older. This isn't the Pro version here. Here's another one. This one actually came as a conventional, not a LED, from a long time ago. And I sort of put an aftermarket IQ switch to give it all these multi-functions. But one thing you could tell the difference between the ones that come as an LED and the ones that come as a conventional lamp, you can see the heads there are a different size. You could even get camouflage. Now this is like the older LED. I think it was probably around 70 lumens, if I'm not mistaken, 50, 60, 70 lumens. But it had multifunction. You could turn it on, do it again, and then do it again. So you get like high, low, and strobe. Now these new Pro versions just have on and off. You just turn it, turns it on, and you can focus it and turn it, and it goes off. So you lose a couple of the whiz bang things, but I really never used any of the other things. Trying to make this, I think Maglite might have thought, you know, trying to put all these extra functions in is just going to raise the price of it, and you're not ever going to really use it. At least I don't. I've always just used the high on this. So I don't mind. This is not a tactical flashlight, although it's bright enough to be a tactical flashlight. But when I think tactical, I think of having something with a strobe and having the aggressive crown on there, so you could use it as a an impact device. And by the way, this is my favorite tactical flashlight right here. That's 511. But this is not really a tactical. This is like an everyday carry on your side if your work requires it. I'm in the IT world, computers and stuff, and sometimes I'm sort of in the back of computer racks where it's not so brightly lit, and I need to have a flashlight with me. So I've carried this around actually for about a week at work, and I love it. It comes with this pouch, and you just pop it in there, and it has a belt loop right here, and it just sort of hangs on your belt, and it's out of the way. The nylon is made with some ballistic nylon, really good. It stands up to a lot. You know, nothing to write home about. I wish I could find the leather pouch that I used to have from my original one that I had on the Eisenhower, but can't find it. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, what makes these guys so special over anything that you could get from anybody else, is the candle mode. The candle mode. Because what you could do is you can unscrew the head. Okay? Now, this is 226 lumens, so it's very bright. So I'm going to I'm going to take this off of camera just a little bit. And you could put it on this on the bottom and sort of stand it up. Like, it just sort of stands like that. See? Whoops. Now, this is a not the flattest surface in the world, but it can be a candle. Just like that. What I'm going to do is go ahead and cut to the next scene. I'm going to turn all the lights out and just show you how bright this sucker is. Okay, you probably can't even see me at all. All you probably see are the monitors over here. So I have my flashlight, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and put it in candle mode. Alright, there we go. And this sucker is bright, so you can see it just sort of sitting there. It looks like a like an orb of light because it's so bright. The complaints of this is that basically it is so bright, and it's this little LED, and it's just a pinpoint of sunlight light that it's blinding. It will burn your retinas out, and you'll have a spot right there in your eyeball. You know, I almost forgot. The other thing that makes these Maglites so special is because they were out, or they have been out for so long. There's all kinds of accessories. Here's two of my favorite accessories. This is like a little rubber piece that fits over the head, like that. And you can get filters. Here's a red and a blue, so you could go ahead and, for instance here, so you don't lose your night vision, you could put a red thingy in there. And my favorite accessory for the Maglite is this. This is like a little fiber optic, so I could put this over here, turn this on, and then you could like use this to look down the bore of a rifle or something like that. Great bore light, and also a good light for little spaces. I just almost forgot just to show you those how many accessories you could get for these guys. So there you go. Let me see. I'm gonna just sort of put this overhead like that just to wrap things up. So do I recommend this? Absolutely. I give it a 9 out of 10. I love it. The only shortcoming of this is battery life. You know, it's very bright, but it also goes through batteries a lot quicker than the old ones. The battery life is 2.5 hours. So that's really the only downside to this thing. By the way, you could this does have the gaskets in it, so it could be in the rain. You don't have to worry about that. I don't think you could submerge it, but it can handle rain. It could handle it says a 1 meter drop, but I'll tell you what, I've dropped these things more than 1 meter. So there you go. Highly recommended. Okay, folks, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and you, and I hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.